hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Monday, the 14th of December. Isn't this something? This is the Pacific Northwest weather curse in the fall and winter. The weekends, you can't do anything because you're either fogged in, rained in. Then when it's time to go back to work on Monday, this is what you get. Beautiful. Danny Magoo. Hi there, buddy. Abby, our little morning roamers. These two are a couple of knotheads. They love doing their little runs. Abby, you're such a meathead. I don't know how we got so lucky to end up with a bunch of good dogs, but we did. All right there, woman.
All right, hubba.
It's not raining at the moment, but it looks like it did rain here in Ventulo. I won't complain. It's supposed to be wet.
Yeah.
All right, have yourself a wonderful Monday there, little woman. All righty. We'll talk at you later on.
All right.
Love, see you, bye.
Bye.
What do you think of that? That's a K1600. It's been sitting here since July when it was brought in for the shifting issue. Crazy, huh? It's kind of one of those things, nobody was in a rush for it. Customer immediately traded out of it. And I think he, I remember who the guy was. He traded for a GTL, which he said was more suited for him and his wife. Oh yeah. That's nice. That's real nice. Big old smooth 6-cylinder. She's a smoothie. Kick that up just a little bit. Try to keep the wind out of the mic. Oh, rookie. Spend too much time riding big bore, short number of cylinders. They got just gaboodles of torque. Although, you know, for an inline 6, this thing has a crazy amount of torque. But again, you know, you can stall them pretty easy. You let that clutch go just a little too quick. But surprising amount of torque for an inline 6. Usually, you know, twins and triples are the big singles, twins, triples are the big torque mongers. It's 46 degrees out here. It's not raining. I just got a Climb base liner and a Climb mid-layer vest. This is not exactly 46 degree riding apparel. That's not too much wind on you, is it? I hope not. Good Lord. Is it just me, or does it seem like the traffic becomes more and more and more as I come through here? Come on, big horse. So, this thing has just over 100 miles on it. The guy took it and wasn't happy with that shifting issue right away. So, and I think this is a 19. It might be a 20. I'm pretty sure it's a 19. Again, it could be a 20. Because I don't think any of the 20s we received had the transmission recall. I think there was some 20s, but none of the ones we received. So this got to be a 19. I would think if you're into a K1600GT, you could plop your butt in this one for probably one heck of a smoking price. There was no transmission rebuild, so if you're a little weird about something being rebuilt on it, nothing was rebuilt. It was taken apart and they sent, well, you seen it, a whole transmission. I just stunk. Popped her in and bolted all everything around it. This option 719, oh there it is, option 719, this whatever they call this blue is really cool, really popular, with the hand pin stripes. So I don't know if there's a bunch of you that watch my videos with your eyes closed, maybe, and I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but I subtitled when I said, hey, don't say nothing to Kelly on Facebook. Well, by the time I was editing that, I thought, you know, this is going to be impossible to hide this little trick. She's really excited about this thing anyway, and kind of spun up on it. So I went to her and I said, what would you think of Secret Santa secretly slipping you a Royal Enfield Himalayan? I've watched so many videos on that thing since she's been interested in it, that the Indian folks call it Himalayan. So I keep wanting to say it their way. For us, the regular English-speaking people of the world, we call it Himalayan. They call it Himalayan, which is cool. But I've heard them say it so much that almost rolls off my tongue. So if I say that by accident, I've been secretly with headphones on so Kelly doesn't know what I'm listening to. Oddly enough, this little bike has sparked some interest in me before. I watched some of their own videos, and you know, they're talking about, you know, just a real motorcycle, just a down-to-earth, back to basics, just a regular old motorcycle. And I think, this is me personally, you know, they got that new 650 twin. You know, it's the first time they've had a twin in, good lord, 50 years. But anyway, this new twin, the 650, as they're talking about these things, you know, their passion for these motorcycles and how they purposely not throwing a bunch of BS at it. In fact, it was kind of funny that the guy was going, you know, we don't want no water cooling hoses, water pumps, and expansion tanks and all that crap on there. I think a motorcycle should be a motorcycle. Don't get me wrong, I like the techie stuff like the BMWs and stuff like that, but I just don't know I would ever spend my money on one. There's certain things that I probably would, but I'm gonna go basics. I like a motorcycle to be just a motorcycle. It doesn't have to be super fast, whiz-bangy, whatever. I just want a motorcycle. It's something you can work on with no problems at home by yourself. I mean, you can do basic stuff to these things, but dude, I mean, all the special tools that are required to work on these things, and all the, I know you can get your little things that hook up to these things for resetting services and stuff, but you're not holding a candle to the wind of the diagnostic system from BMW. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to have that. At some point, especially if you leave the dadgum thing alone, you're probably never going to have to mess with that. But people just can't help but if it's written on the internet, I have to put this on my bike, I will, and then mess things up. Nobody can leave anything alone. It drives me nuts. Just ride the motorcycle. Oh, I heard that you better put this guard on there, or catastrophic events are going to happen. If it was that important, don't you think the manufacturer would put it on there? I mean, really? But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. But where I was going before the squirrel ran in front of me and distracted me is I just like a basic motorcycle. And the pride that Royal Enfield, their long heritage, building them old bikes, I mean, the same way for all them years, and they still, you know, like they got the Bullet and all that stuff, is still the same bike it was back in the 50s, you know. You know, they, because of rules and stuff, they ABS and fuel injection. It's hard to meet emissions without fuel injection, so that kind of stuff is going on. But for the most part, it's the same old bike. And any old Joe Blow with a handful of wrenches and some mechanical aptitude, a manual would be handy. It's nice to know torque specs and sequence of things and stuff like that. You can do anything to these. And Kelly just loves the idea that, you know, she's going to have to service this thing somewhat often, you know. Oh, look at that. Looks like I could have made it through that road now. Although that's a construction guy pulling out. Oh, no, I see a road closed sign. I'm glad I didn't try it. But yeah, it's just a simple air oil, you know, like the Harleys and BMWs, not this one, but like Boxers, you know, it's basically air and oil assist cooling on it. Perfect. How do you get any more reliable than that? Run good quality oil in that thing, it'll live forever and turn into something good to eat, as my old grandpa used to say. Let's do our little traditional little loop here. I like doing this. It makes me feel like I took a little bit of a nature run. Oh, look at that moss. All that horsepower saying, unleash me, please. Oh yeah, she's real nice. Why don't we go up here? Yeah, that's a junk pile. I was thinking it'd be nice to take a picture of this thing next to a tree or something. We can keep cars and stuff out of it. That would be really nice. How about right in here? Alright, I'll be right back. Let's do a little walk around to this thing. You guys, the same. I probably have literally ridden this one before. I may have even been the one that put this one together when it came in. Who knows? I don't recall. But yeah, buddy, she's a beauty. Alrighty, let's scoot on back to the store. Just lost my balance here. Do a little bit of body shifting. People everywhere. So this thing was all but like closed down over here. I love it that, I mean, one by one you start to see these stores fill up again. That's pretty cool, man. Let's go the correct way on the one way. How about this? A dry test ride. There might be some kind of a chance of rain, but it would just have to be a real cloud that comes flying by, wouldn't it? Shift Assist Pro works so good on the 1600s and the inline 4s as well. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm gonna go drop my helmet off in here and run this thing upstairs to the boys. Alright, we'll talk at you later on. Well there, little woman.
Yes, little woman.
Did you survive your day?
I did.
We're back here. Whoa, greens again. We had to ship something off FedEx.
And they got a little droppy.
And also the Kelly had some more prescription stuff she had to get, so we kind of tackled a couple of birds in the same shot.
Yes.
So you better ready to head home north?
Yes, please.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll. Well, hello there, YouTube. Made it home. It was a nice dry drive. I think most of the time we could see stars in the sky. It was nice.
It was very nice.
Looked like it was going to rain off and on all day, but it never did. So.
Yeah, it rained itself out this morning.
Yeah.
Holding off for a little while anyway.
Yeah, crazy. But that was a good Monday. Got the skins back on that K1600. Finally got a chance to take it out for a ride with y'all.
Very good.
Yeah, it's up on the floor and ready for a new owner.
It's nice.
Yeah. So the week of completions is done. Now I've got that
getting his dust done.
crash job on that 2019 or 2020 R1200GS. That seems like a lot of parts. They're all on a pallet.
There's a lot. Is that the one with the Denali?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a lot of parts.
I gotta ask you about
punch
something.
In those part
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah, that's a lot of parts, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be working on that tomorrow for sure. We've already
Very
kind of
good.
started unboxing stuff, so. But anyway, I think on that, we're just gonna roll on out.
Alrighty.
Y'all don't want to sit there and listen to us rattle on. The old tongue just ain't working.
I know. See, sometimes it just don't work.
Done talked it out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out today.
Yes.
I'll see you in the morning.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye now.